Live streaming is on. Okay. Okay, Sinit, are you ready? Và rủi ro lấy ai chập đài mà để mong vậy.
Đang play xong cái tầm nã ấy chưa?
Okay. Ồ, nhưng toàn bạn bờ này nè. Học bạn bờ nè. Nè. Chơi làm click bờ nè. Ok, và lấy dương chập đài ông bán á, Sinit và ai chập đài.
So welcome to my presentation. I'm sorry. Good morning, teacher, and good morning, classmates.
បាទបវលមក slide ឡើងទៅលើខ្ញុំមើលឈ្មោះអត់ឃើញឈ្មោះមានដាក់ឈ្មោះដែរបាទ
ដាក់ឈើ
បាទឃើញបាទទៅលើឲ្យ slide មួយទៀតអូខេខ្ញុំថតឡើយណាមានឈ្មោះមានអូខេបាទ scope កន្លែងនេះបាទណែនាំខ្លួនអូខេ introduce yourself and topic
Okay, my name is Sinit. Today I'm going to present my topic is poverty and inequality in Cambodia. The subject is research measured international relations.
Okay, go ahead.
Here, content of topic. First one is purpose of research. And second, the poverty and inequality and search measures. Purpose of research, main issue. Even though Cambodia is a developing country, the people live in diverse livelihoods. Some area like rural area still face issue with poverty and live in distance between rich and poor. Despite of some areas, there are many tall buildings. For example, Kakpet is a modern city. It is a developing city, and we don't care much about another area because we think that all area in this country. In contrast, if we try to trace news throughout the non-government organization or AFA or the Cambodia Daily, anything else, or another page on the social media, we will know the difference in this country. Many area people are living in poor situation, don't have only the how to stay, just small cottage. It is not suitable for their living. Moreover, poverty influence on our societies, especially it's harmful to human resources and children who are being trained to become our country human resource. Second, the poverty and inequality background. As you know that before Cambodia lost EBS, everything but its situation also difficult. But not the whole country. It's just some part of the area they don't have job for working. As I read about the Tba Ampao in Damchan village, the situation they are really difficult to live. They don't have a suitable house and enough money to support their family, their children, and their children don't have a capacity to study because of their livelihood. I mean, peer teacher.
Living standard or livelihood, okay.
Yes. And now we are lost ABAs. It's so forced that we have EBA. And the economics is down. And produced by Cambodia farmer don't have much to export. to foreign country. They sometimes they disparage with the government. One more thing, the number of problem happen so long time, and farmer always complain the agricultural products don't have market to export. According to AFA, in 2018, 5-8 in Battambang border, the farmer complained about the mango price due to the tight tariffs like restrict the farmer in the border area of Sampalun district and Battambang province complain about the price is really very low price of mango market is impossible to sell for the living wage. The family pay for their job. Pay for the debt that they owe with the bank. Yes. They like less of daily basic. The farmer in the Sampalun district say the reason that a lower price of mango and turmeric because there no market to no market for selling agricultural product. Depend on markets in Thailand. Villager claim that mango price will be better than now if Cambodian authorities coordinate with Thai and authorities that border. This is just a part of problem, but it is a huge issue related to agricultural the citizen government. Like the citizen needs the government to help them to find the market for their agricultural product. According to Dr. Gamley, he said in 2011, the people who are poor in victim is about 11.1 million, and 2004 poorer and very poor 51.2% out of 100 citizens, and from Asian statistic teacher in 2011 or 2004 citizens income at least $2 up to 57.8%. According to these three data, Cambodia under situation very poor. If we compare between LFA and Dr. Gamley that he raised, there are around 9 to 10 years that Cambodia is still faced with poverty and inequality in a part of Cambodian society. Very small community that I raised about, they said the situation very difficult because they don't have work, they don't have job to work, and like sometimes they force their children to sell in a restaurant or along the way to get money to support their family, and their children and just like around 10 or 12, like when they know money they can walk around, go anywhere and they can sell. They force them to sell, but mother and father they don't go, they just sell something in their home. And the factor they think that can support their family even though they don't have work to do in daily life. And this case don't have government or villages or communities care about them, have only NGO help them, but occasionally, not often. Moreover, in Stung Trai province, in Sesan village, it is located in rural area according to Sorry, teacher, my house noisy. In Stung Trai province, Sesan village is located at rural area. According to a few families of indigenous people, their situation similar to Chba Ampao, but that community like maybe worse than that they don't have electricity to support even the pure water, and also don't have work to do. And they also complain no one help them, even though they try to write a form request to the village chiefs or community chief, but they just said that wait until like the ministry order they will do, but the request form is long time that just I don't know, and the village also don't know too what are they need from them. And from about the question, proposal research will answer following the question. Once have any member sorry, what? Yeah, sorry teacher, I just edit into tonight. How poverty affected to Cambodia society. Second, what the factors are influence to poverty and inequality. 3. What is the main problem during Cambodia lost ABA? About the method, while the theoretical motivation of the proposed research has been briefly outlined above, we still explore that involve important issues can cast much about what harmful to Cambodian society and related to poverty and inequality as much as Berlin we are able to do. According to Dr. Kamley and many apps, example the Cambodia Daily, LFA, VOA that can provide the information to us know about the problem are the kind of quantitative research approach in which it explores research the real life contemporary about the poorer and richer citizens that they live in diverse situations. So here about the target interview. About the owner of indigenous people, we are interview around our family that in the family there are 5 4 members. So I just plus between Sesan village and Chba Ampao. It is the total 22. Here the activities in 2021 about time frame. So here my reference. I think it's just a little bit different because I'm not good at find the information. It's just there are 2, but it the lack of reference that but if you want to know more you can research, follow the reference or just YouTube or another app too. Thank you for your paying attention. Any question?
Sure, thank you very much. Sure, we do have the question. Yeah,
to
are you
answer.
confident to answer the question?
Ơi, sorry, nhungចង់និយាយថាចេះខ្ញុំអត់ចេះរៀបសំណួរសួរឈើសំណួរខ្លះខ្ញុំរៀបវាហាក់បីដូចជាអត់មានតាក់ទងអីហ្នឹងឯងប៉ុន្តែសំណួរហ្នឹងខ្ញុំបានសួរមែនតើនៅក្នុង Provin ហ្នឹងណា
បាទឥឡូវជាមួយខ្ញុំដាក់ណាជាមួយខ្ញុំដាក់សំណួររបស់សនិតឯងពេលធ្វើនៅក្នុង proposal ដំបូងណាបានសួរទៅដឹងមិនខ្លះទេហើយខ្ញុំអត់បាញ់មើលច្រើនខ្ញុំមើលតែទី1ខ្ញុំមើល topic ទី2ខ្ញុំមើលលើសំណួរយើងឯង research មក search អីហ្នឹងស្រាប់យើងធ្វើមិនធ្វើណាតែសំខាន់ខ្ញុំមើលលើ topic ខ្ញុំមើលលើសំណួរអញ្ចឹងpaper research នេះគេមើលប៉ុណ្ណឹងមើលសំខាន់ប៉ុន្តែយើងចេះរៀប topic យើងចេះរៀប topic ហើយនឹងយើងរៀបសំណួរបានអានឹងល្អហើយបាទតែយើងដាក់សំណួរវាអត់ល្អធ្វើអត់ចេញទេហើយដាក់ទៅមើលទៅរៀងជាអត់បាននេះ comment កន្លែងនេះវាឲ្យឥឡូវយើងមើលសំណួរយើងហើយគេជួយមើលទៀតណាអានេះដំបូងមកឥឡូវយើងកែយុមិញកែហ្នឹងគឺគ្រាន់បើទីប៉ុន្តែដំបូងគឺសំណួរមិនខ្លះបាទអាចមើលសំណួរ everyone can see need question បាទនៅក្នុង Telegram ឃើញបាទក្នុង Telegram អត់ខ្ញុំបើកមើលក្នុងនេះក៏បានដែរខ្ញុំបើកខ្ញុំ share អូខេ
សិនជាមិនដល់វិញខ្ញុំ
កែសម្រួលមិញត្រូវប៉ុន្តែមានត្រូវវេយ្យាករណ៍ណាត្រូវតាមវេយ្យាករណ៍សំណួរ
អើយចេះឈើចំណុចខ្សោយរបស់ខ្ញុំអត់ចេះសួរសំណួរទេហើយខ្ញុំចេះតែស្ដាប់ហើយមួយទៀតតើតើខ្ញុំខ្សោយខ្លាំងដែរខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថាដាក់មិនទេ
ហ្នឹងហើយបើមើលវេយ្យាករណ៍អត់ត្រូវតាមវេយ្យាករណ៍អញ្ចឹងវាពិបាកដាក់អញ្ចឹងបើយើងចេះរៀបពាក្យវេយ្យាករណ៍គឺឲ្យយើងចេះរៀបសំណួរណាtopic របស់យើងគឺ poverty and Cambodia inequality ស្ដាប់ទៅវាឆ្កងបានន័យថាយើងនិយាយ poverty នេះផ្សេងយើងនិយាយពី inequality នៅកម្ពុជានេះវាផ្សេងអញ្ចឹងយើងដាក់អញ្ចឹងណាបាទបានន័យថាអត់និយាយពី poverty នៅខ្មែរទេបាទគឺយើងនិយាយពី inequality នៅខ្មែរទេអូខេដាក់សំណួរបែបហ្នឹងយល់ទេណាប៉ុន្តែបើយើងដាក់ថា poverty and inequality in Cambodia នឹងវាក្តោបទាំងអស់មានថាយើងនិយាយទាំង poverty យើងនិយាយទាំង inequality in Cambodia យើងដាក់ Cambodia នៅចុងយល់ទេបាទស៊ីនិត
អូខេចា
ឃើញមកឃើញ screen ខ្ញុំ share ទៅឃើញហ៎
ឥឡូវខ្ញុំ stop share សិនទេឈើខ្ញុំអត់មើល
អត់ទេឃើញ screen ខ្ញុំអត់ទេខ្ញុំបើករបស់ខ្ញុំឃើញ
ចូលបាក់ slide នេះទៅអត់ទេ
បាទទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចបើក share បានទាំងអស់ណាបាទសាកបើក share រៀងខ្លួនបានទាំងអស់គ្នាណាអានេះអត់ដូច Zoom ទេអញ្ចឹងអានេះយើងអាច share បានគ្រប់គ្នាទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងបើក share រៀងខ្លួនបាទឥឡូវខ្ញុំដាក់នេះខ្ញុំបើករបស់ Sinit អញ្ចឹងយើងវិភាគលើ topic បាទចាប់ដើមពី topic មុនគឺអីដល់ research essay ហ្នឹងវាមើល topic មុនអញ្ចឹងបើដាក់ Sinit ដាក់ចេះមានថា poverty និយាយផ្សេង inequality និយាយនៅក្នុងកម្ពុជាណា poverty អត់និយាយទូទៅនៅប្រទេសណាមិនដឹងណាអត់និយាយនៅកម្ពុជាអញ្ចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែបើយើងដាក់ poverty and inequality in Cambodia យើងមិនដាក់ society ទៀតទេ in Cambodia ក្តោបទាំងអស់បាទអញ្ចឹងដាក់ poverty and inequality in Cambodia បានន័យថាយើងនិយាយទាំងពីរនិយាយទាំង poverty និយាយទាំង inequality in Cambodia យល់ទេបាទស៊ីនិតក្រាបដាក់អញ្ចឹងបានន័យថាស៊ីនិតឯងនិយាយ poverty នេះទូទៅអស់ដល់ inequality យើងនិយាយនៅកម្ពុជាអូខេអញ្ចឹងសាច់រឿងវាអត់តាក់ទងគ្នាវាធំពេក poverty វាធំណាអញ្ចឹងយើងកែពីបន្តិចយើងអាចដាក់ថាប៉ុន្តែចំណងជើងគេមិនដាក់ក្តោបនៅ Cambodian poverty and inequality អញ្ចឹងវាមើលទៅវាអត់វាមានន័យអញ្ចឹងប៉ុន្តែ គេរៀបឲ្យវាវែងតិចចឹងដាក់ poverty and inequality in Cambodia 8 present អីចឹងមកណាបាទពេលណាទៀតអាចបញ្ជាក់ណា8 present ឬក៏ during the pandemic អីចឹងហ្នឹងអូខេបាទហ្នឹងមិនថាយើងដោតទៅលើអំឡុងពេល pandemic នេះឯងខ្លាំងណាអីចឹងទៅណាបាទតែបើយើងនិយាយទូទៅវាវែងនឹង poverty ចាំពីចំនួនណានេះគុំចំនួនអីគេណាចំនួនលន់ណុលចំនួនអីអញ្ចឹងយើងអត់ដឹងទេដល់ហើយមើលហូរហែម main issue មិនអត់បង្ហាញ slide មិនអត់បង្ហាញដាក់តែបន្តិចឲ្យគេមើលមកអញ្ចឹងយើងលើកពីកោះពេជ្រនិយាយអញ្ចឹងមកសោះយើងពី OFA ណាអានេះវាក្តោបណាក្តោបពី background និយាយពី ABA តាមពិតឥឡូវ ABA វាមកផ្នែកទេប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវសម័យ COVID វាខ្លាំងឬ COVID ហ្នឹងបាទថាគេថា export import វាអត់បានទូលំទូលាយវាប៉ះពាល់ណាមនុស្សធ្វើដំណើរទៅបោអីអត់បានស្រួលគឺយ៉ាប់ហើយប៉ះហ្នឹង COVID មកផ្នែកដែរបាទអញ្ចឹង AVP វាមកផ្នែកឯងប៉ុន្តែ COVID វាប៉ះគ្រប់ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគ្រប់ប្រទេសទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងអាច COVID ខ្លាំងជាង AVA ទៀតហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងលើកតាក់ទងរូបអ្នកលក់ស្វាយអ្នកលក់ហ្នឹងហើយនៅបាត់ដំបងអីឃើញគេបេះចោលមែនណាញ៉ាំទាំងអ្នកទៅលេងអាចគេបេះនៅយីកាគេបេះមកហូបមួយឆ្អែតគេឲ្យដាក់មកឡានមកគូតឡានមកផ្ទះទៀតនៅតាមយីកាលក់វាអត់ដាច់ស្វាយតែមានអ្នកនេះគេលក់នៅពៅលូនៅនេះគេមានអញ្ចឹងមែនគេសោះដាក់គេម៉ាក្រូគេណាសំណួរឥឡូវយើងមើលសំណួរចឹងយើងអត់មើលច្រើនមើល topic យើងមើលសំណួរ How have any member in the community requested to the government សួរនឹងមិនបាទទីនេះ
ខ្ញុំចង់ស្គាល់ចេះតើនៅក្នុងសមាជិកនៅក្នុងសហគមន៍ហ្នឹងនៅពេលដែលគាត់ជួបបញ្ហាក្រីក្រផងនិយាយទៅនៅមានមួយផ្នែកទៀតច្រើនតើតើក្នុងក្រុមហ៊ុនឯកជនគាត់មករំលោភលើដីធ្លីហ្នឹងណាគាត់ប្រាថ្នាលើអីចឹងទៅអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំចង់ដឹងថានៅក្នុងសមាជិកនៅសហគមន៍នោះគាត់មានបានសរសេរ form អី request ទៅ government អត់អញ្ចឹងណាហើយគាត់ថាគាត់បានសរសេរទៅហើយប៉ុន្តែអ្នកនៅនឹងគាត់ថាឲ្យចាំសិនដឹងចាំអីឯងគាត់ចាំវិធីនេះណាលើរត់សិនហើយពេលខ្លះយើងបើយើងឥឡូវយើងគិតលើសំណួរនេះបើយើងដាក់ហ្នឹងណាបើយើងដាក់សំណួរហ្នឹងណាចម្លើយវាឆ្លើយមកយើងឆ្លើយមិនឲ្យយើងស្រាវជ្រាវមកយើងទៅរកពីណាមករកសោះអីពីណាមកអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងវា search អត់កើតទេអញ្ចឹងពីរបស់យើង search អត់កើតស្រាវជ្រាវ research អត់កើតទេ have any member យើងបើឆ្លើយមក yes they have no they haven't យើងដាក់មិនអញ្ចឹងយើងអត់អាច search បានទេសំណួរហ្នឹងបើអាចតាក់ទងនឹង interview សំណួរនៅក្នុង interview ហ្នឹងយើងដាក់យើងបានតែដល់សំណួរ by research យើងដាក់អញ្ចឹងគឺពិបាកមានតែពិបាករកចម្លើយបាទអត់មានអី search វាអត់មានអី search have any member of community គេថា effective community គេបានសំណូមពរឲ្យជួយឲ្យរដ្ឋាភិបាលជួយអីចឹងអាចយើងកែនៃដាក់ចេះអត់យល់ណាហើយទី2ទៀត after writing requested form now is there any concern about this issue from government ហ្នឹងសួរមិនបាទមានន័យថាម៉េច អើចាកន្លែងហ្នឹងខ្ញុំពឹងលើ Google ខ្លះពឹងលើខ្លួនឯងខ្លះខ្ញុំអត់ចេះរៀនសំណួរសួរទេ
បាទតែសួរសំណួរតែយើងសួរវាអត់
ហ្នឹងណាមានការយកចិត្តទុកដាក់ពីgovernmentខ្លះអត់កន្លែងតំបន់ហ្នឹងណា
អញ្ចឹងណាយើងកើតសំណួរអត់នេះគឺយើងរកបានមករកចម្លើយបានអញ្ចឹងណាបាទ writing requested form is there any concern about the issue អីគេបាទ poverty ហ្នឹងឯងបាទស្ដាប់ទៅវាទលំទលាយបាទវាទលំទលាយយើងប្រើពាក្យវាបើកពេកអញ្ចឹងវាអត់ដឹងរកឃើញទេរកចម្លើយឃើញទេ I did the village chief now community chief pay attention or care to this action ប្រធានភូមិមេឃុំឯនេះក៏យកចិត្តទុកដាក់អត់ទៅលើស្ថានភាពហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងសួរសំណួរវា search វាអត់ឃើញខ្ញុំដឹងរកឯណាណាបាទរកអត់ចេញខ្ញុំណា research របស់យើងរកឃើញសំណួរហ្នឹងណាចាំមកយើងដាក់មកកែឥឡូវយើងមកយើងដូរមកឥឡូវតបរបស់យើង បើក slide របស់ Sunit ឯងវិញមិញចំណាយមក slide បើក slide វិញបើទៅកន្លែងសំណួរ Hello បាទទៅកន្លែងសំណួរមិញវិញបាទ Hello Sunit បាទទៅកន្លែង slide មិញវិញ
Teacher here
បាទ Now ឃើញ
មានបញ្ហាអីពីអត់សើ
បាទអង្គលនឹងសំណួរអូខេបាទឥឡូវយើងមើលសំណួរអស់នេះ A1 you may look at the question អញ្ចឹងសំណួរដាក់មក How poverty affected Cambodian society អាហ្នឹងអាចរួចមិនដែលវាខុសវិញក៏ How អត់ដូចតែមកនឹងខុសណាយ៉ាងវាខុសនឹងបាទនេះ affected នេះមិនមែន verb ទេណាបាទណា effect នេះវា effect អី or poverty វា effect អីបណ្ដាវាអីគេណា poverty ដោយសារអីបាទ poverty ដោយសារអីគេតែធំក៏សំណួរប៉ុណ្ណឹងប្រព័ន្ធយៈបាទណាអញ្ចឹងឆ្លើយទៅបាទ how poverty affect the poverty វា affect ជីវភាពអីខ្លាំងណាបាទបណ្ដាយើងគិតអំឡុងពេលណាណាអញ្ចឹងអាចសួរថា how is the poverty or how has poverty affected Cambodian society during COVID-19 này giờ đó nhưng được bao quần trọ lại nữa đại chứ vì từ lùm từ lì và chùm non nè poverty chùm non nè ở đằng và nếu ai giúp đau thay chùm non COVID nè khăn COVID mình phải hàng COVID ABA nó vì một này EBA nó vì một này với mình ta vì nó phải hàng COVID mỗi niên trong một dương đặt EBA thực tế ở đấy là một này EBA mình làm một này ai giờ phải kháng ai những sam sự bị rồi với mình là COVID vì là nó chết ấy đó phẳng chứ này việc group từng họ tăng test cho tăng ấy test cho trên châu ban nom trên nom châu bà ai vừa càng người tam rong chặt vừa nghiệp bật và bật bảo phải off nè what factor are influence không có có được nè what factor now what factor lead to và lead to increasing in poverty or mà gì thà increasing in poverty and inequality như thế nó ai đại chẳng bàn cái tai ra để chúng tôi nhau càng để miền Việt Tây Cron vì sao một khi vậy chứ nó hiện đại chẳng bàn đấy what factor influence ai influence mà những so cái việc cái vì có chẳng như mưa sầm núa research thì mưa sầm núa mưa thiên bọn mưa sầm núa nào sầm núa dương là topic dương là ấy ok và đang dương research bị ấy what is the main problem during Cambodia lose EBA chẳng mưa quay cò mà không mà what is the main problem mà với nhưបញ្ហាkhăn problem is during Cambodia while Cambodia lost during cái bụng nào nữa mà during Cambodia loss of và Cambodia loss of EBA nó bàn loss thì bảo lại nào là what is the main problem nhưng đại kỳ anh đi trong gì tha nói bắn người sao ở group sức nó ở ấy chứ là ở group democracy ấy chẳng tới đấy mà lấy cái mới bị trả tôn thì ở lại nó bị trả tôn xảy rương poverty inequality ấy nó gương một ngày chứ một ngày như sầm luôn nè ai xui những bán người ta vì một ngày thì xảy rương một ngày chứ vì ai giờ lại dương lồn pandemic á lồn covid pandemic anh thống trả tôn poverty trả tôn ấy nó như một ngày cũng làm của việc phải rồi nhá nè miến bao rong ca chua lấy miền thôi ấy cả trong thầu bát cà nghề bát ấy ở bát restaurant bát ấy và nắng và cái nào sau đó hôm nó hàng ấy tiếp cho một bát khăn này thì nó nghiên cứu po nâng EBA ở đây mà có nói tại tôi covid chẳng là chua rong cá miền nào tôi miền cá bồn ở thiên và tàu cho nó bát lại ចំណាយ mixer អីទេ mixer យើងដាក់នេះដាក់អីបាទខានយើងមើលកន្លែងហ្នឹងគេបាទអាច scroll ចុះមកក្រោមទៀតបាទនៅមើលកន្លែង timeline មកមើលកន្លែង timeline ប្រអប់ timeline ក្រោម
មកទៀតមែនឈើ
ជប់មក mixer នេះអីយើងដាក់អីដាក់មកតែចំនួនរៀងច្រើនទៀតcàngល្អប៉ុន្តែបើយើងដាក់យើងសម្ភាសអ្នកល្បីខ្លាំងពេកអត់ទៅរួចអីគេណាតែសម្ភាសគេណា position the owner មានតែចំណុចកន្លែង target interview
អូយឈើខ្ញុំចង់បានន័យថាមើលតាមព័ត៌មានហើយមួយទៀតមើលតាមអ្នកវិភាគអីចឹងណា
ហើយយើងយកទិន្នន័យពី RFA តែមួយហ្នឹងយើងដាក់មិនគ្រប់កន្លែងហ្នឹងបាទ social analyst មួយយើង
ខ្ញុំព្យាយាម
អានេះមិនជា reference សម្រាប់ proposal យើងទេនេះខ្ញុំច្រឡំសារ៉ាងនេះមិនជា reference សម្រាប់ proposal យើងទេប៉ុន្តែជា reference របស់ project របស់យើងមកន័យថារបស់ thesis របស់យើងដែលយើងនៅក្រុមធ្វើពួកយើងនៅរៀនគេហៅ thesis ហើយ thesis សម្រាប់គេអ្នកធ្វើការហើយគេទៅ say report ហើយណាប៉ុន្តែយើងអ្នករៀនគឺ thesis អញ្ចឹងគឺយើងយកអានេះមកនេះរៀបរាប់ដូចជា reference បាទន័យថាដូចជា evidence ឬក៏ reference source ដែលយើងយកមកសម្រាប់សរសេរ proposal នេះចឹងតែតាមពិតមិនមែនទេណាអានេះគឺជាគម្រោងមកយើងថាដែលយើងទៅ interview ដាក់ប៉ុណ្្នឹងក៏អត់គ្រាន់ដែរណាយកទៅសอบប៉ុណ្្នឹងមកគ្រាន់បាទសភាមនុស្ស20នាក់ឯងគាត់ឆ្លើយមិនទៅប្រជាជនក្នុងសហគមន៍ឆ្លើយជួនណាគាត់អត់ដែលទៅរៀនអត់ដែលទៅអីផងហ្នឹងហើយយកឆ្លើយមិនយក idea ពីគាត់បានកម្រិតណាអញ្ចឹងយើងយក document យក source អីហ្នឹងយកភព media បាទ media យើងអាចចាំមែន RFA ទេអាចអីsite អីផ្សេងអីមកកណោទៀតអញ្ចឹងណាបាទមានប្រភព site អី10 20ប្រភពអីជាអញ្ចឹងមកមានspecialist មានអីគេណាបាទ analyst មាន NGO មាន government មានអីចឹងទៅ government officer ឬក៏ ministry អីផ្សេងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងរយអញ្ចឹងមកអាចដល់100សោះអីចឹងទៅណា100ប្រភពអីចឹងហ្នឹងមកយើងដាក់ទៅវាសមវាតំណងដាក់តែមួយចឹងមិនកើតណាបាទអានេះដាក់មកដូចជា reference ឬក៏ជា evidence សម្រាប់យើងធ្វើ proposal ចឹងណាបាទប៉ុន្តែយើង complete យើងនេះយើងទៅសេនេះគឺយើងទៅសេដាក់ដើម្បីយើងជាផែនការរបស់យើងដើម្បីយើងទៅសុភាមកធ្វើជា thesis របស់យើងពួកយើងដាក់ជា thesis យើងមិនដាក់ជា report ទេពួកយើងជាសិស្សមករៀនទាំង thesis ចឹងទៅធ្វើ thesis អូខេ next slide បើមាន slide តទៀតមាន table តទៀត
picture
អូខេបាទអាហ្នឹងជាដាក់ខែដាក់អីចឹងអីបាទ field work preparation data report នេះឆ្កងឡើយ report នេះអញ្ចឹងយើងមិនមែននេះណាបាទឃើញឲ្យ model គេដាក់ report អានោះគេធ្វើគេបុគ្គលិកអង្គការហ្នឹងបាទគំរូរបស់គេបុគ្គលិកអង្គការអញ្ចឹងគេកាលណាគេធ្វើឲ្យគេផលិតលក់អីចឹងណាបាទលក់ឬក៏គេផ្សព្វផ្សាយឲ្យដៃគូអភិវឌ្ឍហើយគេបើកលុយគេបានលុយណា research ចប់គេបានលុយអញ្ចឹងបាទបានប្រាក់ឧបត្ថម្ភពីរដ្ឋាភិបាលឬក៏ពីដៃគូអភិវឌ្ឍអីផ្សេងពលបែងណាគេជួយឧបត្ថម្ភអីចឹងគេ report របស់គេហ្នឹងបាទដល់យើងនៅរៀនយើងមានអីណាទៅបោះពុំអីដូចគេហើយ report writing ដូចគេយើង thesis គេដាក់ thesis writing កន្លែងនេះណាបាទហើយ publish នេះបើណា submit មកឲ្យគ្រូមកឲ្យសាលាយើងទៅណាបាទ submission ហើយដូរដាក់ submission វិញកន្លែងហ្នឹងពួកយើងសិស្សយើងតន់ទៅដល់បោះពុំនេះគេអង្គការអញ្ចឹងគេបោះពុំហើយបាទគេពិនិត្យទៅសេឲ្យគេវិតម្លៃឲ្យគេបោះពុំបាទលក់ចែកចាយលក់ពួកអង្គការគេអាចលក់អាចឯកសារហ្នឹងអាចបកគោល donor ឲ្យបានលុយបានអីចឹងទៅដល់យើងបកគោលដាក់ឲ្យគ្រូហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងនេះយើងដូរដាក់ thesis writing ឬក៏ណា thesis completion អីចឹងហើយនឹងដាក់ submission ចុងក្រោយ publication ណាយើងកែបន្តិចគុំយកតាមគេទាំងអស់ណាដាក់តាមគេទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងស្រែកបាទយ៉ាងនេះរបស់គេនេះគឺជា report របស់គេត្រូវពួកគេបុគ្គលិកអង្គការ CDRI គឺជាអង្គការមិនគេសេ report គេសេទៅគឺមានតំណែងតំណងនឹងក្រសួងអប់រំអីចឹងគេបានលុយបានប្រាក់ឧបត្ថម្ភឲ្យបន្ថែមមកចុះទៅណាបាទអញ្ចឹងគេបោះពុំបាទអូខេសោះបាទយើងមើលទៅមើល reference វិញបាទមើល reference slide មួយទៀតមាន reference ណា
here ឈើ
បាទ
reference មិនមែនឈើ
បាទ
reference នឹងតិចពេកមែន
reference យើង research យើងដាក់ WW អញ្ចឹងមកមកដាក់ project អាហ្នឹងខ្លាំងជាង essay writing យើងរៀនក្នុងថ្នាក់អីទៀតហ្នឹងដល់ពេលធ្វើ research យើងដាក់ reference WW អញ្ចឹងអត់កើតទេណាមកចូលមានប្រភពឈ្មោះយើងមករៀន in-text citation ឈ្មោះអ្នកនិពន្ធមានឆ្នាំមានអីនេះមានណាមានប្រាប់ឆ្នាំអីណាអត់ទេ
lecture
គឺដាក់តែ W RFA ឲ្យទិន្នន័យដឹងពីខែណាមកឆ្នាំណាមកណាអញ្ចឹងគេដាក់ទៅគេវាតម្លៃយើងកន្លែងហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងគេមើល13ឯណាបាទទី1យើងមើលទៅ say topic ទី2 research question ហើយ research question ហើយតើយើងមានហៅថា hypothesis ឲ្យ brainstorm ឲ្យរៀន brainstorm នឹងមាន hypothesis ហ្នឹងដូចជាយើងមើលតែក្តីយើងធ្លាប់រៀន essay writing វាមានហៅ thesis statement ហ្នឹងបាទអញ្ចឹងហ្នឹងមើលអាហ្នឹងហើយយើងមើល element ផ្សេងមើល in-text citation មើល reference របស់យើងអូខេអត់ណាបាទអានេះគឺ4 10ឯងព្រោះយើង research 4 10ឯងយើងយកពីខោខ្លះ journal ខ្លះឈ្មោះអ្នកនិពន្ធល្បីខ្លះហើយដាក់មកអត់មានអីសោះដាក់មកតែអញ្ចឹងមិនទៅរួចដាក់YouTube អីចឹងវាសេខុសទេ YouTube បាទ YouTube ណាអញ្ចឹង RFA ចឹងដាក់ទៅមិនឲ្យគេមើលទៅឃើញថា reliable source ហើយនឹង valid បាទមានពាក្យ reliable និង valid ចឹងកាលណាយើងមើល reference reliable and valid មើលកន្លែង Unity នោះមានឈ្មោះមានអីតែម្ដងនេះអត់មាន link ចឹងអត់ទេហ្នឹង are not reliable អូខេបាទវាអត់ជឿចឹងណាបាទចឹងមិនហៅ research ចឹង research គឺយើងស្រាវជ្រាវវាមានប្រភពច្បាស់លាស់អត់ដាក់ប្រភពដោយអ្នកខ្សែទេអត់ដាក់ប្រភពអាហ្នឹងមានរឿងរបស់ខ្លួនឯងគេប្តឹងទៅបាទជាប់គុកណាប៉ុន្តែបើយើងដាក់ប្រភពយោងមកគាត់ផ្សេងយោងតាមគេយើងរួចខ្លួនគេរករឿងអីគាត់ដាក់ទៅគាត់ប្រាប់ទៅតាមប្រភពគេឲ្យព័ត៌មានហ្នឹងគាត់រួចខ្លួនបាទមានណាគេប្តឹងគាត់កើតហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងណាបាទហ្នឹងបើអ្នកខ្សែសម្រាប់យើងទៅដាក់នេះដែរដើម្បីឲ្យជឿជាក់កន្លែងហ្នឹងមិនគ្រូដេញដោលទៅអាចដឹងថាយើងទៅសេអត់ណាបាទកន្លែងហ្នឹងគេអូខេ thank you very much yeah for your effort and for your try okay yeah បាទណ៎ល្អមាន element មានអីចឹងបាទក៏បានថាប៉ុណ្ណេះហាត់ brainstorm បន្ថែមទៀតណាចាប់ដើមពី topic brainstorm research question ហើយមានក្បួន brainstorm ដើម្បីយើងទៅសេជា how thesis statement ឬក៏ hypothesis នឹងមករៀនធ្វើអាហ្នឹងហើយបានវាទាញមកផ្សេងទៀតបាទហើយតារាងយើងកែតិចអត់អីអូខេ Okay thank you very much next group please yeah បាទក្រុមតទៀតក្រុមណា Hello ទៅឡាបាទដូចស្ងាត់ទេ Hello បាទ Who going to start with បាទ
Do you hear me, teacher?
Yeah okay speak there
Finally, I'm success log in with my PC.
Okay good អាហ្នឹងមិនប្រូមិនទូយើងអីបាទមានប្រូ
Ngày nayខ្ញុំ down Chrome ខ្ញុំអត់មាន Chrome មកធ្វើខ្ញុំ down Chrome តាម team Chrome I'm sorry
Chrome មានគ្រូមួយណែនាំ Chrome ណាខ្លះអានជ្រោមខ្លះទៀតអានច្រំ
ហើយដំបូងបើកមកអត់លឺចុះមិនអត់លឺទូរស័ព្ទលឺតាមពិតខ្ញុំបិទសលេងកុំព្យូទ័រដើម្បីញ៉ៃទៀត
ណែបិទសលេងនេះចឹងមិនថាហ្នឹងបាទចឹងបាទសិស្សខ្លះគាត់នៅ complain មកឥឡូវទៅលើមានកន្លែងឈ្មោះបើមានឈ្មោះខ្ញុំថតកន្លែងឈ្មោះទៅណាដាក់អូខេអត់នេះមិញកន្លែងបែបតែហ្នឹងមិញ slide បង្ហាញ slide ហ្នឹងបាទ show your slide
មិនអញchờ
យេបាទបាត់ទេបាទឥឡូវអត់ឃើញ slide ផងទៅណាបាទនេះ
Let me see
ខ្ញុំឃើញ slide របស់ឆើអ្នក share វិញណា
បាទអានេះខ្ញុំបើក slide របស់ខ្ញុំ
ចុះដល់ពេល share screen យើងចុចអានេះយើងចុចដល់ពេលយើងចុចកន្លែង share ខ្ញុំឃើញគេដាក់in
window ដាក់ window ជ្រើសកន្លែង window
អូយក window ឲ្យ select ហុក
ប៉ុន្តែយើងយកកន្លែង reading view បាទវាពេញអក្រង់ slide របស់យើងចុចកន្លែងយើងចុច slide យើងមុនសិនកន្លែង reading view ឃើញមែន reading view
តែយើងទៅ slide នៅក្នុង PowerPoint យើងសិនមែនថា
ហ្នឹងហើយយើង slide យើងចុចឲ្យកន្លែង reading view សិនកុំចុច slide show មិញ slide show
បើចុច slide show វាអត់ពេញមែនចា
បាទវាដើរទៅផ្សេងអញ្ចឹងយើងចុចកន្លែង reading view វាឃើញវាពេញអេក្រង់បាទ
Where is reading
ហ្នឹងហើយហ្នឹងចេញមកឃើញពេញបាទឥឡូវ scroll ចុងអូខេឃើញបាទ reading view ខាងស្ដាំទី2ខាងក្រោមនេះក្បែរ slide show នេះអារូបសភៅបើកហ្នឹងបាទហ្នឹងហើយហ្នឹងអូខេណាអញ្ចឹងពេញហ្នឹងអូខេបាទជប់កុំហ្នឹងទៅខ្ញុំថតមួយ Okay, go ahead, please. Introduce yourself, your topic.
Good morning, teacher and classmates. Today, present you the topic that how technology was changed nowadays, and now my slide might be a little bit different from the soft. Some of on my paper. So now let me introduce my topic. Like you know, nowadays in the world today, new technologies have become the order of the day, and almost everything in our lives is become rely on technology. And from the food that we eat to and the work we do, even the biological processes such as reproductions in humans, animals, and plants are becoming dependent on new technology. And everyday new technology and are adopted those whose house repairs and change the world and the thinking of the people. According to years and growth, advancement in the technology are always intended to the make things easier, self-help, and science. So now, when we look to the back, the first technology that we have made is about nearly 2 million ago. That we know that it is the stone torch time, and suggest these are the first known that we all know that it is the first technology invented, and until in the late 18th century and early 19th century. That time was the Spanish first patented a steam-operated machine for use in the mining, and in a man and an Englishman he usually created with inventing the first steam engine in the 1698. And his name is the Thomas Savery. He is an engineer and inventor and patented a machine that could effectively draw the water from the flooded mine using steam pressure. And until now, we have car not use the steam engine anymore, but we use gasoline. And now in the 2020 and 21st, now we just have new invented is the Tesla that made by Elon Musk. He used gas, not by gasoline anymore, because when we use more gasoline, it might destroy, it disaster our world than gas. And now during the COVID time, before I never know what Zoom it is. I just know when we study online during the COVID time, and Zoom was created by the Eric John. He is the founder and CEO of video conferencing, and his company name is the Zoom Technologies. And before the breakout of the coronavirus, people still work and socialize primarily online, and now we use online much more because we cannot join the physical office or class. And you know it as the Google Hangout Meet. It is better to let the students or people join the same virtual meeting and speak or share video with each other from anywhere in with the internet access, and it's meant for use by the business and another organization, and it is a great way for challenging who don't work in the same building to communicate. And for both Zoom and Google Meet, we can join 100 participation. But the different thing is, Zoom we can use it. We can use it just only 40 minutes, but Google Meet is unlimited. For now, Mr. Dan Pugfus, he is the co-founder and VP of engineering at the APIO. Um, we meet him by Zoom, just interview him, and he said that the big trend that he's seeing is increase of focusing on the wellness, belongings, and mental health, and thinking of those in the context of work instead of separate programs that are outside the context of work. And now the trend in the US has the pandemic get cleaned up next year maybe or year after, because now we have the vaccine. So the COVID is still, yes, it's soft than before, and people will start back return to the office or school, but many people want to return to the office, but they want to pretend stuff is that 5 days a week. So we need to figure out a hybrid works model. You start to hear more about the digital virtual by default as the way of cooperating with your team regardless of where people are located. So that might be some people in the office and some people in a different time zones, or some people just prefer to work at home a couple of days a week. So it is clear that news technology has many benefits in the world today, and it has simplified things and made it possible to do more in the less times and costs. News technology and innovation are come up every day, and most are meant to make the world a better place. However, news technology is not without its disadvantages. It leads to loss of job, detachment of social life, increased rise of fear, and over dependencies on the technologies. With the current trend in the technologies, robot and automated system will take over the world, and this is a great rise to the human. Therefore, the new technologies is beneficial, but people try to limit it a negative impact. And so now this is my research question. There are 3 questions. The first one is how much and what kind of waste does it generate? And the second one, what's another technologies might it makes possible? And the third one is how does it affect warfare? And this is my target interview stable process. And the first one is the generator, actually, because I'm just at more last night, so it might be the wrong total. And this is my friend's time frame, since from May to the October. And now here is the source of the information that I get from. And thank you for your listening. Now my presentation is ending. Thank you.
Thank you very much បាទទៅមូទៅកន្លែង research question ហើយនឹង time table អីឃើញហ្នឹងបាទ
Yes, teacher, this one is research question. Hello, teacher. Does anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can see. Okay. How much and what kind of waste does it generate? What are the technology might it make?
That
Might
question
it
is
make?
different from the old one.
How does it affect warfare? How much and what kind of waste they generate? Does technology generate? អាហ្នឹងដូចជា reform revise ឯងបាទអាដំបូងផ្សេងបាទ អូខេបាទ how much ហ្នឹងហើយសំណួរនេះសួរអញ្ចឹងអាចអូខេហ្នឹងបាទអានេះយើងកែហើយបាទកែពីលើកមុនហើយបាទ
ចាច្រើនសំណួរខុសពីលើកមុនមាន2ហើយឥឡូវមាន3ហើយលើកមុនហ្នឹងចុចដាក់វា rechargeable វាអត់ស៊ីគ្នាដូចបើស៊ីនេះដែរនិយាយទៅពេលធ្វើ comment នៅក្នុងហ្នឹង
ខ្ញុំបាច់ពីក្បាលឲ្យសិនគ្រូពូខ្ញុំឆែកទៅឃើញពីក្បាលអញ្ចឹងមិនមកខ្វះខាតអីទៀតគ្រូចាប់ឆ្លងឆ្លើយមួយទីគេទៀតទៅវគ្គនេះពីវគ្គនេះឃើញពីក្បាលហ្នឹងគ្រូអញ្ចឹងមិនចង់ចេះគ្រូតាមមកអញ្ចឹង
បាទសំណួរហ្នឹងអត់អីណាបាទអាចអូខេសំណួរបាទកែរួចហើយណាបាទ
កែតាំង control
ណាកែអញ្ចឹងអូខេអាច search បានណាដំបូងខ្ញុំមើលទៅវាអត់នេះបាទលើកែឲ្យអូខេគាត់បានបាទទៅមើលកន្លែងនេះបាទមើល table អីមើលតារាង table ថាខ្លះបាទ
wait do you see now teacher ដោយសារតែកន្លែង generator ហ្នឹងយកមកខ្ញុំទំតាសោថថែមអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងហ្នឹងថែម4ទៀតប្រើសូឡើង9 total amount ទៅដល់ពេលមិនទៅខ្ញុំគិតថាអាហ្នឹងគេអត់ present ទេអញ្ចឹងទៅខ្ញុំអត់ធ្វើ file ហ្នឹងយកមកខ្ញុំដល់ពេលខ្ញុំឃើញ synth អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំថែមមិនទៅអញ្ចឹងទៅខ្ញុំកែព្រោះខ្ញុំអត់បានចូលទៅ edit Excel ទៀតហ្នឹងចា៎
បាទតាមពិតសោះយើងដាក់ប៉ុណ្ណឹងនៅក៏អត់គ្រាន់ដែរណាបើយើងដាក់ហោហែប៉ុណ្ណឹងនៅទៅអត់នេះដែរអត់នេះមិនរៀបរាប់ចំនួនអញ្ចឹងទេណាគេ research ដាក់ដល់5សច្រើនណាស់ណាច្រើនរហូតដល់50អីនោះបាទអញ្ចឹងបើយើងដាក់ថា document បាទមាន book មាន journal មានអីចឹងណាបាទឯកសារដែលពាក់ព័ន្ធយើងដាក់ចឹងយើងមិនបាច់ប្រាប់ចំនួនទេប្រាប់ចំនួននោះវាអត់ត្រូវទេព្រោះវាមិនអាចណាព្រោះ research គេ research ច្រើនជាងហ្នឹងបាទ position of journal writer
យើងបាច់ចាំដាក់ចំនួនអញ្ចឹង
តែប៉ុន្តែយើងនិយាយពី interview ហ៎បាទ interviewee ហ៎បាទ interviewee អាចច្រើនណាបាទអាច 4-5 នាក់ហ្នឹងយើងបញ្ជាក់យើងប៉ុន្តែយើងរកសោះពីណាខ្លះ site ខនេះយើងទៅមាន document អីចឹងបាទហើយយើងសុភា CEO អីចឹងហ្នឹងបានហ្នឹងហើយយើងអាចបាទអញ្ចឹងបានចំនួនតែអាចរកចំនួនអាចលើសពី5បាទព្រោះយើងធ្វើវិជុំភាពឲ្យកើតក៏ដាក់ចឹងបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងក៏មាន response មានណាគេ response អត់អីអត់អាចលើសពីហ្នឹងបាទហើយនឹង secondary source បាទហើយក្រោមនេះអត់អីទេប៉ុន្តែយើង activity literature review data collection data analysis write first draft អីចឹងទៅdata cleaning អីចឹង publication យើងអត់ដាក់ទេបើយើងមិន publish ទេយើង submit ទេណាបើយើង submit ទេកន្លែងហ្នឹងព្រោះយើង CC cleansing អីគេទៀត clean ให้ពណ៌ទៅ clean នេះទៀត clean ឲ្យបោះពុំហ្មងអត់ទេបាទ
រៀបចំមកដល់
clean ឲ្យយើងទៅសេបាទ filter ឲ្យ data cleaning ឲ្យមិនថាយើង finalize មិនថាយើងទៅសេវា write up ណា write up ណា write up ណា final គឺដាក់អីយ៉ាងទៅឲ្យបាន submission គោលឲ្យគ្រូអូខេបាទ Okay good បាទល្អណាស់បាទ next please go ahead បាទ next presenter
Okay, I will be next.
Okay.
Cha alo ơi xe nào phối ở ton lâu đã có lại share ai hả?
ខ្ញុំមានអីពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងខ្ញុំមានបတ်អីបាទមានទៅនឹងខាងប្អូនដែលមាន like share មាន share ខ្លួនឯងបើក slide សិនណាប៉ុន្តែគឺ internet យើងលឿងបាទ internet ខ្សោយវាអត់តឲ្យបាទគឺលឿងបាទកាលណាមានអ្នកលឿងមានបញ្ហាគេ low ហ្នឹងហើយ share ខ្លួនឯងបាន share មុនឲ្យហើយទៅបើមិនឲ្យបាក់ share មុនហើយ share បានអស់គ្នាដែរshare លើលេងចេញឈ្មោះកាត់របស់យើងឲ្យចេញឈ្មោះពេញដាក់ reading view សិនបាទ reading view ហើយ share
Can you see that?
yeah I see
Okay. So hello teacher and hello classmates, and this is my presentation about my proposal research. The topic is about water pollution in Ganga River. And this is a few of my content I'm going to talk about, the introductions and pollution from the dead body, and my questions, and also the conclusions, reference and stuff. And so this is my introduction. As you know, Ganga River, I'm sure you all have heard about Ganga River. It's the most popular river in the world, and it is of course located in northern India. And Ganga River is carry the highest sleet load of any river in the world, and people say the material of delta regions result in the largest river that are in the world. It's 400 from the north to the south and 320 kilometers from the east to the west, and of course. And this is the river system. As you can see, it's really long. As I mentioned earlier, it's like 400 from the north to the south and 320 kilometers from the west to the east. And also, it's also known as a holy and sacred worships pilgrimage river. Also, as in India, it's a really worships and worships country. And this is a benefit of the river. Like many poor people depend on the water of the Ganga River for their daily basic life, like for bathing, washings, and cooking and stuff. Yeah, as you can see in the picture, people use it for everything in their daily life. They drinking and washing their body in the same river, the same water, and also use it for cooking also. And you see. And you all probably not know about how many liters have been flow into the water. It's about like 4.8 billion liters of sewage flow into the Ganga River every day. Not every week, not every month, but every day. About 4.8 billion of sewage that flow to the river, that people use it for their daily basic life. And this is the sewage that flow into the river. They just put it directly to flow into the river. And wait. So as you know, sewage is like an important source of the pollutions, and it's also contribute about like 75% to the pollution causes, and all the sources are the pollutions are caused by pollutions. And yes, and also it's not only caused by sewage, it's also caused by the dead body. Currently, as you have heard by the news, you probably know that India is the COVID victim has been increasing from day by day. It's about like 1,000 people have died, and many cases have affected, and also people take all those dead body to the graveyard next to the river, and that is the biggest graveyard in India. And from day to day, there is no more graveyard, there no more space because the dead body keep increasing. So when there is a monsoons, is like the air, it's like the seasons of India, and that air called monsoon is coming, and they flow all those dead body into the river. And as a religious belief, people who used to dump holy material or puja is the one of the holy word in India, offering into that Ganga river, which remain floating on surface, creating an ugly scene that's not good for the people. And this is the dead body that were found in the river. That body are considered contagious and have the large number of bacteria and virus that would only increase pollution level in Ganga, in that river. In this case, there could be adverse impact on health and those coming in directly contact with the floating. But not only that, there also impact of the spices, and there's about like 140 fish spices that also impacted. And also not only that, they're also infected to animals such as South Asian river dolphin also live in that river, so it's also impact to the spices in the river also. And yeah, that's it. And this is my questions that I have been raised in my proposal research. I got 3, and first one is, what are the causes of water pollution in Ganga River? And the second one is, why do people keep doing their wrongful act toward the river? And the last one is, what can we do to solve this problem? And this is a few of my reference that I have been using for my research. And yes, that is. Oh, and this is also the interviewing tab that I've been doing. And this is a time frame. And thank you so much. Thank you.
ដាក់កបបាយក៏ភ្លើងផងបាត់ផងមកហ៊ានសួរ
No.
Very good.
Không điếm là anh Kim.
No. Oh.
Hi Kim, what do you mean?
What?
Would you?
Chắc ngày không biết xin lỗi quạt hiện xuống là gì mà nó.
No, it just come out like that. And then we go on, Joe.
You got at choosing. Chú cho mà the last đi ta. Gặp đi.
So, I swear, people in India is really uneducated.
Feel free to ask.
Okay, any question you can ask.
Everyone, feel free to ask a question.
Only related to the topic.
សុំសួរមួយគឹមដែលបាឌីហ្នឹងសាក់សពមនុស្សមែនក៏សាក់សពសត្វអីផ្សេងទៀតហើយមនុស្សហេតុអីមិនគេអត់យកទៅដុតអីចឹងមិនបោះចោលពីវាពីការមើលតើសម្រាប់ចឹង
Just because no, they don't watch out. They use the cupនៅក្នុង graveyard that I just mentioned ហ្នឹង this one. This is the biggest graveyard កន្លែងដែលកប់មនុស្សច្រើនជាងគេធំជាងគេនៅឥណ្ឌាហ្នឹងហើយកន្លែងហ្នឹងគឺនៅជាប់ Ganga River ហ្នឹងហើយដោយសារបានពួកគាត់យកទៅកប់ដោយសារអ្នកស្លាប់ដោយសារ COVID ហ្នឹង keep increasing ហើយទៅអស់ឈើដុត you know it actually they យកឈើ yeah like this តែធម្មតាមុននឹងនេះហ្នឹងគេមានមនុស្សស្លាប់មុន COVID អីចឹងដោយសារចាស់ដោយសារអីចឹងទៀតគេយកទៅកប់នៅកន្លែងហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹង and since that COVID ហ្នឹង is coming គេត្រូវការឈើដុតអីចឹងដែរតែឈើដុតហ្នឹងវាអស់ច្រើនពេកគេដុតអស់ឈើដុតអីហ្នឹងទៀត so they need to កប់ and then when there is the season ហ្នឹងវាមកវាគេ call monsoon ខ្យល់ monsoon មកដែរលឺ
Yes មូសុង
ខ្យល់ហ្នឹងវាខ្យល់ហ្នឹងវាបក់មកវាធ្វើឲ្យអាសាកសពហ្នឹងវា flow ទៅក្នុងទឹកហ្នឹងយល់ទេហើយដំបូងក៏គេអត់ដឹងដែរដល់ពេលមានអ្នកនេសាទអ្នកអីចឹងទៅគេ found a body ហ្នឹងទៅបានគេដឹងថា oh it's because of this and ចឹងទៅហើយអាទឹកហ្នឹង yes thank you next
Okay ដែលប្រពៃណីឥណ្ឌាអាចចំណាយយកសពទៅបណ្ដែតនៅក្នុងទន្លេអញ្ចឹងណា
បើហូរមកដល់ខ្មែរធ្វើមិនទៅ
no it's
អូចូលសមុទ្របងប្អូនចុងក្រោយចូលសមុទ្របាទ
មានណាឈើ Ganga River អត់មានមកនៅដល់ខ្មែរណានៅត្រឹមដល់ចុងបញ្ចប់គេនៅបង់ក្លាដេសហើយនឹងចិនហើយនឹងនេប៉ាល់ទេ
បាទហូរដល់សមុទ្រហ្នឹងទន្លេហូរជាប់ដល់សមុទ្រមែន
អូ
តែប្រពៃណីឥណ្ឌាអញ្ចឹងមានបូជាអញ្ចឹងបើបូជាមិនសូវអីណាពីច្រើនបណ្ដែតទឹកណាបាទបណ្ដែតទឹកជួបប្រពៃណីសាសនាច្រើនហិណ្ឌូវិញមកចឹងក៏ខ្វល់ឲ្យទឹកនៅហ្នឹងគឺរត់ទឹកទន្លេបើបានឡើងចុះព្រៀងឲ្យចោលសាកសពបាទចាំមកយើងនិយាយបរិស្ថានវិញមិនបាច់និយាយមកទឹកបាទ
like one question ខ្ញុំនិយាយមកតាឥណ្ឌាមិនមកប្រទេសតែមិនឯងទេណា it's like 4.8 billion of អាសម្រាមនឹង flow ចូលទឹកហ្នឹងដំបូងខ្ញុំមើលទៀត like every day ក៏ every year តែពិត every day ហ្មងឆើ
highest ហ្មង
like
ហ្នឹងឲ្យមកទៅខាងបរិស្ថានណាសូវទីទៀតគេព្រោះវា
ហ្នឹងហើយបើខ្ញុំធ្វើប្រធាន
មនុស្សអី
បើខ្ញុំធ្វើប្រធានអីគេខាងបរិស្ថានហ្នឹងវិញខ្ញុំឲ្យឥណ្ឌាហ្នឹងបង់លុយឲ្យច្រើនហ្មងបំផ្លាញទឹកច្រើនពេក
even អ្នកបត្រៀបថាអ្នកចង់គេឡើងតំណែងតាមក្រោយទៀតហ្នឹងគេសន្យាថាគេនឹង clean អាហ្នឹងអីអញ្ចឹងសន្យាហ្នឹងបានតែសន្យាឯងប៉ុន្តែអាហ្នឹងនៅដដែល
ឆ្នោតទេអាពេលចប់ឆ្នោតហើយលែងហើយ
យ៉ាហ្នឹងដែល
ប្រពៃណីសាសនាវិជនហើយសាសនាខ្លះអញ្ញាដូចជាពិសេសហិណ្ឌូហ្នឹងអាចឲ្យសាកសពចោលហើយទៅលេងទឹកលេងអីនឹងដែរមើលបាទឆ្លងច្រើនដោយសាររឿងសាសនាហ្នឹងអ្នកគ្រប់សាសនាទៅទឹកនេះបាបហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងមកប្រពៃណីស្រោចទឹកមកដល់យើងនឹងអញ្ចឹងដោយសារអញ្ចឹងវាបាបហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងមកយើងមានស្រោចទឹកអីដល់ពេលចិត្តប្រឡងអីហ្នឹងដល់ដល់យើងតិចទៅគាត់យើងមិនដល់ថ្នាក់ហ្នឹងតែមានស្រោចទឹកទៅយាយវាម្ដងអញ្ចឹងអូខេនៅនិយាយទេនិយាយកែទៅព្រោះតាក់ទងជំនឿរបស់មនុស្សបាទអូខេ Any other question? Okay, good. Thank you, team. Next, please. Who next? The line or who?
No comment. No comment.
សំណួរយើងអូខេណាបាទសំណួរអូខេអីហ្នឹងថាកំទៀងឯងទៅស្រាវជ្រាវនៅឥណ្ឌាមែនទេទៅឥណ្ឌាបើដាក់អញ្ចឹងគេទៅឥណ្ឌាមែនហើយទៅញ៉ាំបាយមិនទូគេមិនអូខេគេទៅឥណ្ឌា
ហ្នឹងដើម្បីចូលទន្លេកង្កាហ្នឹងឲ្យគេ sponsor នៅថ្ងៃពេលសិនហ្នឹងឲ្យ gold ដល់ឥឡូវ gold មែន
អូ thank you
អូខេដល់វាតាក់ទងប្រមូល data ក៏ទំទៀងទៅឥណ្ឌាណាបាទទៅឥណ្ឌា
just try to make it like a real research.
Okay, Tola, ready?
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, I can hear. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear. You can see.
Yeah.
Go to your name and your topic, please. So I screenshot your name and your topic.
Here.
Yeah. You got the name? Name. Okay, wait for a moment, please. Okay, introduce yourself and your topic, please.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. Good morning,
Good
teacher.
morning.
And yeah, so today I'm so happy, but I'm at my workplace, so my sound is not very loud like before. So I try to be quiet as possible as I can. And today's topic we are going. I am going to talk about. We are going. I am going to talk about uh, my proposal that is about the COVID-19 originated in China, Wuhan laboratory, bad species, or political ideology. That is kind of very hot topic. Okay. Okay. So let's go next. Well, so here are the content of my proposal. So there are four main contents of proposal today. So the first one is introduction to the topic. So I will introduce my proposal to everybody. And number two is about literature review. And number three, research questions. And the last one is methodology time frame. Okay. Methodology and time frame. I forgot to put "and." It's not in the same sentence, but different points. Okay. Well, so let's go to the first content today about the introduction to the topic. I'm going to introduce a little bit about the history of COVID-19. So as everybody know that COVID-19 is a new type of virus that's spread from person to person. Most people affected with COVID-19 will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. Yeah, so you just follow the same, follow the Ministry of Health or the WHO. So, and then you don't need a special treatment. So you will be recover by yourself. The first outbreak of COVID-19 was reported in China in late 2019. And on January 30, 2020, the World Health Organization, the WHO, declared that it was international concern as pandemic. And there are so many countries have consequence by this virus disease, COVID-19. You know, COVID-19 origin plays a hard role in political game, which many people in the globe curious about, whether from Wuhan laboratory, bad illness, or what. Maybe I'm not really sure whether it's come from the major superpower China or the US. Yeah, so this is kind of very hot topic. So that my proposal gonna be, I'm going to be a detective. I'm going to investigate in this case. Okay, so here are the four literature review sources that I found. Like number one, Jonathan Latham, PhD, one of the theses that provided the new life of COVID-19. Actually, this thesis provided me about the bad species and the origin of the COVID-19, but it seems like not clear. It seems like come from China and come from the bad illness. Yeah. And look at the number two. Look at their second source, like Let Go. Their name right in French, and I'm not really. I'm not good at French. I cannot speak French, so maybe you can see this source. And this thesis also talk about exceptional affinity of the virus spike protein for human receptor. So they talk about the origin of COVID-19 that comes from, come from the human, come from the, it's come from itself, from the human, that we eat something like nowadays, like, like chemical substance, and that is generate into the COVID-19. So that kind of very crazy one. Yeah, and look at number three, 2019 Harapan, now yeah. So this thesis talk about four kinds of origin, four kinds of virus, four kind of COVID virus. Yeah, so we have alpha virus, beta coronavirus, and this one is the third name, and the last one called Middle Eastern. Yeah, so this kind of four virus can generate, generated from COVID-19. Yeah, and number four, talk about according to the WHO convened global study of ocean just updated in the late April this year, and I just go to find out like the information, but there is no clue, and there is like seems like before the social media or other platform, they say come from Wuhan, come from bad species, but according to the WHO, they did not find any evidence that bad species is the main key, is the main is the main origin, is the main source. So they go to test many animals in China, but they seems like no virus and I mean no positive. Yeah. I mean it's no positive. Sorry, no positive. I mean does not come from bad or does not come from any animals in China. Probably they just think about the seafood market. Yeah, so maybe it comes from frozen food in the Huanan market. Yeah, so that's kind of very wonder, and I really want to investigate. So this kind of forward sources are not are not enough evident to show that whether it's come from Wuhan, come from bad species, or come from any other sources. So that's why I am really fascinated and investigated in this case. Well, so here are my research questions. I am going to ask the residential and other people, like many kinds of people. I will show you in the next slide. Yeah. So number one, what is the most accurate source of COVID-19? Number two, does COVID-19 come from Wuhan laboratory? And number three, is COVID-19 biological weapon? Number four, why Wuhan lab leak theory is being taken seriously? So I hope this fourth question can solve and can find a new origin of COVID-19 from my proposal. Yeah. So I plan to go to China. Okay. So here is the methodology. So you can see, methodology and time frame. So let's go to methodology. You can see the table here. I will have the interview with journal scientist, doctor or lecturer at that university, at that medical university, laboratory scientist at Wuhan, residential sellers. So I will show you about journal scientists. There are 5 people come from private sector. So they wrote a journal for the real things. Like sometimes they are kind of like, they just go into someone political party, but it seems like, that kind of people work in a journal. So I might trust them. Yeah. So doctor and lecturer come from Kunming Medical University. It's one of the important and one of significant university in China that I have done my literature review. So this university can provide me the clear evidence and clear like kind of virus, whether it's come from bad, whether it comes from Wuhan or what. Yeah. And laboratory scientists, I'm not really sure whether I can go to investigate to have an interview with them or not. But But I have a plan to interview 5 laboratory scientists at Wuhan laboratory. And the last one, I will have an interview. I will ask seafood market sellers. So that is kind of very easy steps that I will do. And there are 20 people, so I will ask them about like about the time of COVID start and like to test their food, whether it's dirty or clean or something like this. So I'm going to ask them about this. Okay. So the overall number of people is about 35. And this is the time frame. So I have 6 months for my time frame for my schedule. So I just start from May since last month. And you can see my process. We have literature review, fieldwork, preparation, and data collection. But I'm kind of different from you guys because I have used like a two methodology. The first one is quantitative, and the second one is qualitative, because I am kind of like I'm gonna do the scientist. I'm going to do the proposal which is related to the scientist sector. So I have applied the testing theory and set up my experiment. So after that, I will report my dissertation as the policy. I mean, as the one of the document that can show people about the real source of COVID-19. And for the time of my publication is October. So October is my birthday. So I would publish it in October. Yeah. So I think that is all of my topic. That is all my proposal introduction, proposal review. Yeah. So thank you for watching. And if you guys have any other question, freely to ask. And this is my source. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Tolai. Good presentation and very interesting topic, but very sensitive case, right? Very sensitive case.
I can go to the jail sometimes.
Okay. Please go down to the question. Third question. What is the most accurate source of COVID-19? That's sensitive. Okay. Question research question. Please. The box just a moment. Yeah. What is the most accurate source of COVID-19? Who can answer this one? Who can answer this?
Source.
Yeah.
So
The world, right? People in the world is talking about the source, the accurate source. Who can answer? Who can provide this one? Very hard, very tough. Does COVID-19 come from Wuhan lab? Yeah, that one is related to question one. What is the accurate source? Is COVID-19 the biological weapon? Maybe like thinking, right? That's like pretty hard question. Why is Wuhan sensitive? So all are sensitive questions. So very hard to find people, especially the interviewee in China. I don't think they give you get access to, and to get interview, and they will answer you this kind of question. Very hard, kind of sensitive case.
But I have planned to ask a journal scientist, which is not in China. Journal one is like global. It's a global science, like global. How could I say? Like global journal writer. So they write something real, and maybe I can ask them.
Okay. Yeah, you may ask the you concern, right? You can sign with the document. That's okay. But if you ask the question, very tough. Okay, go ahead with the question. With the leave out the question. Could you enlighten that or that one? No? Small. Journal scientist, doctor, and lecturer, especially like laboratory scientists at Wuhan. I don't think they allow you to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, Chinese government not allow you to get in. Otherwise, you will be accused of spy or terrorist. Sometimes you will be accused. Okay. Yeah. I get here your topic very interesting, but very hard.
Very hard.
Access to get information. You may be on the document or whatever, investigate like that, but you cannot interview. This one is just like the journalist came to Cambodia during Khmer regime, like to get interview from Pol Pot or something.
And then,
very hard.
Yeah, okay. And then die.
Yeah, sure. One of them died. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Very hard. Very tough. Pol Pot did not answer people who came to interview, but just write the later to answer. Write later to answer. Yeah. Why? So I get it very tough. So people and they allow the scientists from the uh, from the UN, from WTO to the Wuhan lab as well, but after 1 year already, right? So what evidence can they find? Okay, very hard to find. Okay, because 1 year already, like it, the disease started in late 2019, and then allow the get access from the staff or from the specialist, yeah, expert from WTO in early 2001. So nothing, no evidence left, right? Clean already. Yeah. Yep. Okay, interesting. You do everything very good, well, and a lot of like analyzing. Okay, very good, and also good uh, presentation as well. Okay, so thank you so much, Tola. Okay, good effort,
Yeah.
good try, but very tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
his
tough.
topic is very tough.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just like you need to work for the FBI or something. Yet to do this one. Okay.
That's why you asked me, do you want to be a detective?
Yeah, detective work for FBI something. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, this kind of question very hard to get the answer. And also people around the world discuss this question and very hard to get the answer. Okay, very hard. It's just on Facebook, especially on Facebook on comment page in US or somewhere else around the world. Yeah, so go to see the comment. So you find this answer, this idea. Okay, thank you to Nick. We have
Sriki, right?
yeah Saiki, right? Not yet. Hello Saiki, are you here? Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, share your PowerPoint. Good. Reading view, put in reading view, please. Bạn đặt lại reading view thôi nhưng mà
Slide ឃើញតែសិគីឯងដាក់លក់កន្លែងសភៅបែបពីរអូនៅចិត្ត slide show ហ្នឹងឯងដាក់អានោះមកមិនឃើញ full screen បើសិគីដាក់អា slide show ហ្នឹងអត់ឃើញ full screen ទេអាកន្លែងលក់បើកសភៅអូចិត្ត slide show ហ្នឹងឯង
ជា slide show មានដាក់ reading view ដាក់បើហ្នឹងវាពេញអេក្រង់បើអត់ទេទៅបរិចចុះបរិចឡើងខ្លួនឯងអូខេណាអូខេ good full ហ្នឹងបាទទៅកន្លែងឈ្មោះសិនណាទៅកន្លែងឈ្មោះខ្ញុំថតយកឈ្មោះសិនអូខេបាទស្កប់កន្លែងហ្នឹងណែនាំខ្លួនបាទដល់លឺសំឡេងហ្នឹងបាទអូខេ go ahead please ស្កប់កន្លែងហ្នឹងសិនខ្ញុំថតមួយអូខេអូខេ yeah go ahead please
Hello teacher
yeah hello បាទដំឡើងសំឡេងនេះវាដូចសោយហ្នឹងបាទសោយសំឡេងOkay, go ahead, please.
so hello teacher and hello everybody today I'm really happy in order to be a presenter under the topic of method in international relations that submit to teacher Narat under the topic the impact of COVID-19 on teaching and learning in Cambodia. So let's move to the next slide. That I will talk about the introduction of my topic. So as everybody knows that COVID-19 is the global outbreak that has spread worldwide and it also affects almost all countries and territory. So the outbreak was appeared in December 2019 in Hebei province, Wuhan city in China. And since it appeared in this global, many countries around the world was worried and cautioned about the public to take responsible care, that including the hand washing, like wearing face mask, physical distancing, and avoiding gathering. Uh, right now, the COVID-19 pandemic has created the largest border of education system in human history, and because of it, a cruel virus, so it really border to the lecturer and many students in Cambodia. So, in order to show this problem, many researchers try to own their way or try to find any solution in order to work on teaching and learning in different way of their style. So let's move to the next slide. In order to make sure about this topic, I will mention about some sort or some author uh, that will identify more about the difficulty during COVID-19. So according to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport, have announced in order to close the public and private school around on 16 March 2020. And one more thing, according to UNESCO 2020, also mentioned that COVID-19 is a popular measure in the world and popular or hot subject in worldwide. That's why allow all teacher and student can stay at home stay at home on teaching and learning in order to get more information from the knowledge from knowledge. And one more thing, according to the SUBD at 2020 online learning system, it's focused on like Google Meeting, Zoom, Jitsi, Google Classroom, or anything else. Right now, play a crucial role in order to have the uh, in order to have the school and university facilitate students during this pandemic or during this closure of university and school. Whereas, according to the whereas it also make the teacher and student challenging with a new environment during the COVID-19 pandemic too. And according to Duset et al. 20 and Basilia Kawata 2020, he also mentioned that throughout the online learning, all student or teacher or can show their opinion or their knowledge in order, and especially for students, they can challenge with each other or debate or make conversation in order to get more information with this new environment during class too. More than this, uh, more than this, online learning also provide many benefits for the class and makes all students easy to get more information or knowledge too. Because all students can study at workplace and also at room or something else that have appropriate internet. And one more thing, all students can get knowledge like from the teachers and like file Word, PDF, Excel, file, audio, video, or in and or sometimes students can go to the YouTube link in order to watch more about the information that related to the lesson too. So although there has been overwhelming challenges for educators, school, institutions, and government regarding online education, but COVID-19 pandemic still have some benefit for still make all students and teacher uh, get benefit from a learning system too. In order to in order to know about so here are the case study in order to understand detail on how COVID-19 impact for Cambodian on teaching and learning in education system. So to reach the goal, the study will seek to focus on some research questions. The first point is talk about how did COVID-19 impact on education system in Cambodia. The second point is what were the difficulties of lecturers and students in Cambodia during COVID-19 pandemic? And the third one is in what way do they challenge with this situation? So the study will get benefit in order to understand the impact of COVID-19 on in education system on teaching and learning in Cambodia. And the COVID-19 will make all teachers and students challenges with the new technology and recognize how to fight with the problem in order to improve the education sector. So here is the case study. So it also the case that made us Cambodians know how to protect their health from cruel virus too. So let's move to the next slide. Let's talk about the methodology. So they study on impact of COVID-19 on teaching and learning in Cambodia. In Cambodia concluded, although various study many different levels like higher secondary, middle, and primary education need be explored by many investigators or interview or from in order to get more detail like data collection involving multiple source of information from interview or document or anything else. So I got many information from the lecturer, senior, junior, and student parent in order to discuss or provide their opinion about the COVID issue. So So here is the plan of I making interview from the lecturer, senior, junior, and student parents. From lecturer at university, 4 people, high school, 4 people, senior, 3, and high school, 2, junior. At university, 3 people, and high school, 2 people. From student parent is also, so totally 24 people that I got information about his opinion, the challenging to COVID-19 in education system. So let's move to the next slide. It the time schedule that I start in order to do this research proposal that from April to August, like from April to May, I start to brainstorm, and from May to June, I make all the information that related to this proposal, and from June to July, and from July to August, it like makes information together to the thesis writing, and in August is a submission. So the next slide is the reference of this research proposal, or it also the shop of this information too. So thank you, teacher, for, and thank you everyone. Hello.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good presentation. Anyone got any question? Please go to your research question. Go to your research question. How did COVID-19 impact on education system in Cambodia? Past 10, right? So you may use present perfect. How has COVID-19 pandemic impact on education system in Cambodia? Okay. Number 2, what were the difficulty for lecturer and students? Yeah, student plural. Yeah. What were the faculty of lecturer and student in Cambodia during COVID-19 pandemic? Okay. What were the difficulty? Okay, you may say what were the challenges? Challenges in what way do they okay ក្រោមនេះបាទ in what way do they challenge this situation អានេះវាស្តៀងគ្នា what ទី2យើងដាក់ថាព្រោះឥឡូវអត់ទាន់ចប់ទេយើងអត់អាចប្រើ pass បានទេអញ្ចឹងណាបាទទៅគៀព្រោះ COVID-19 វាអត់ទាន់ចប់ទេបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចថាwhat have been the challenges what have been the difficulty for the បាទអាហ្នឹងយើងអាចថាយ៉ាងបានយើងអាចដូរតាក់ទងកាលព្រោះសាច់រឿងវាអត់ទាន់ចប់ទេ COVID នៅវល់វល់លើបាទដល់ឥឡូវនៅវល់វល់ហើយបាទអញ្ចឹងវាអត់ទាន់ចប់ទេណាអត់ទាន់ចប់យើងប្រើការជា present perfect បាទ what were or what have been the difficulties or challenges for lecturer and student បាទឬក៏ for learners and educator យ៉ាងទៅអាចដាក់ចឹង for learner and educator បើហ្នឹងយើងនិយាយទូទៅបើនេះយើងដាក់សំដៅលើមហាវិទ្យាល័យប៉ុន្តែតាមពិតមិនមែនតែមហាវិទ្យាល័យគ្រូនៅមហាវិទ្យាល័យសិស្សនៅមហាវិទ្យាល័យមិនចឹងទេតាំងពីក្មេងៗណាកពលមុខដូចគ្នាហ្នឹងបាទនៅផ្ទះរៀនតាម Zoom មានចង់រៀនអីបានអញ្ចឹងកពលមុខអស់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងយើងដាក់ទូទៅបាទដាក់ទូទៅទាំងក្មេងៗអីដែរអញ្ចឹងយើងដាក់ថា learner and educator អញ្ចឹងទៅណាបាទin Cambodia during COVID-19 អញ្ចឹងយើងរកសោះបានច្រើនតែមិនផ្ដោតលើមហាវិទ្យាល័យគឺទាំងថ្នាក់ក្រោមបាទក្មេងៗក៏រៀនតាម Zoom តែធុញដូចគ្នាអញ្ចឹងណាបាទអូខេទី3 in what way do they challenge this situation បាទនេះវាស្តៀងគ្នាបាទយើងអាចរកវិធីសាស្ត្រអីមួយទៅថា what the យើងអាចសួរតទៅអនាគតវិញណាកន្លែងនេះwhat would be the way forward to deal with these challenges អីចឹងណាយើងអាចសួរយ៉ាងវិញល្អជាងណាបាទវាតទៅនឹងដំណោះស្រាយវិញចំនួនទី3អានេះយើងដឹងពី problem ហើយបើថាយើងរកវិធានការ measure បាទ to deal with this problem វិញណាបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងកែសំណួរទី3នេះទៅវាជាអនាគតវិញល្អជាងអូខេហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងចំនួនទី1ទី2អូខេយើងដូរពាក្យតិចតួចមកហើយទី3យើងអាចយើង predict ទៅលើ future វិញយើងរកវិធីនៃការដោះស្រាយណាអូខេបាទហ្នឹងគឺធម្មតាកាលណាមាន problem យើងទៅរក solution ហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងនៅបញ្ហាមួយ problem ដល់រហូតយើងអត់កើតទេទៅយើងរកវិធីដោះស្រាយអូខេជាទី3យើងរកវិធីដោះស្រាយបាទអូខេ good បាទទៅឡើង method បាទមើលកន្លែងខ្ញុំមើលឡើង method នេះបាទទៅឡើង method នេះ study on the impact of COVID-19 on teaching learning in Cambodia conclude that បាទព្រៃខ្លះហើយមាន case study មានអីយើងគួរសិក្សានៅតាណាអីបាទ in case developing suitable platform different class level of higher secondary middle and primary education បាទនេះបដោតតាំងឲ្យ primary តាំងអីមកបាទអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើង limit ទៅលើ scope study របស់យើងបាទយើង limit ទៅលើ scope អីមួយដើម្បីអាហ្នឹងវាថា case study កុំឲ្យវាប្រធានបទវាធំពេកStudy impact of COVID on teaching and learning in Cambodia include various studies have been carried out in the case of developing country បាទយើងនិយាយពីកម្ពុជាបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងអត់ដាក់ developing ទេបាទអញ្ចឹងហ្នឹងបាទ developing វានៅយើងសិក្សាលើប្រទេសផ្សេងទៀតអញ្ចឹងយើងនិយាយទៅករណី Cambodia អញ្ចឹងបាទ case របស់យើងនៅលើ Cambodia មិញបាទណាចឹងយើងអត់និយាយពីនេះបាទ developing country មានតែយើងចេញក្រៅប្រទេសទៀតអូខេ suitable platform different class level អូខេ next បាទទៅមុខទៀតមានដែរទៀតបាទ lecturer for អានេះយើងសិក្សាទៅលើ lecturer junior នេះវិទ្យាល័យវិទ្យាល័យអនុវិទ្យាល័យអញ្ចឹងតើកុំដាក់ បាទគុំដាក់ university ទេនេះដាក់ថា university and high school អីចឹងបាទនឹង school អីចឹងមកណាបាទយើងដាក់ university ហើយនឹង school ចឹងណាបាទបើនេះយើងដាក់ junior and អានេះមានន័យថាម៉េចបាទ junior senior junior សិស្សហ្នឹងបាទ
Yes, sir.
student អូខេហ្នឹងហើយយើងដាក់ student យើងដាក់ហ្នឹងហើយsenior student junior student ណាបាទអូខេនេះ high school អូខេ plan on making interview ពីសាលាប៉ុន្តែយើងដាក់ចំនួនប្រមាណអីប្រមាណអញ្ចឹង student អូខេបើ plan ហ្នឹងល្អព្រោះងាយបាទងាយប្រមូលកាលណាទិន្នន័យពីអ្នករៀននេះគឺងាយឯងចំណាំអញ្ចឹងទិន្នន័យកាលណាយើងទៅយកពីអ្នករៀនគេអត់អីគេអត់កំណាញ់ទេបាទកំណាញ់ទេព្រោះសម្រាប់អ្នករៀនដូចគ្នាជាឆ្លើយតិចតួចអញ្ចឹងបាទប៉ុន្តែខុសពីអ្នករៀនអាចនឹងសូវចង់ឆ្លើយបាទអូខេបាទអញ្ចឹងសួរពីអ្នករៀនមានអ្នកអីអញ្ចឹងអូខេណាសួរពីអារម្មណ៍ពីអីអ្នករៀនអត់អីគេឆ្លើយបាទអូខេ good target បាទ target តទៅ interview យើងអាចនឹងគេឆ្លើយព្រោះងាយបាទសម្រាប់អ្នករៀនអ្នកអីគឺងាយអូខេណែឥឡូវដាក់ data conceptualization data collection data cleaning safety writing submission អីចឹងបាទអូខេណែល្អនៅឡើយ safety writing submission ណែនឹងត្រូវបាទអូខេ good បាទ very good អូខេឥឡូវយើងសម្រាប់ហើយជា5នាទីយ៉ាងមកវិញយើងរំលឹកមេរៀននេះបន្តិចណាបាទ5នាទីសិនអូខេអេវ៉ាន់បាទសម្រាប់5នាទីចឹងបាទអូខេចេញខ្ញុំបិទ mic អូខេបាទ